Hi! In this video, I'll be showing 3 ways to categorize tasks for increased productivity. First of all, I want to answer one important question. Why do we categorize? Well, throughout history, humans have intuitively categorized things. This is because categorization, or grouping, is the way that our brains are able to take in, make sense of, and organize a large amount of data. Categorizing things also helps us deal with uncertainty. Even if we know barely anything about something, it is reassuring to at least be able to say one thing about it, that it's similar to another thing. It makes sense then that we would be drawn to categorize tasks and that this would actually help us work more efficiently. Now, one way to categorize tasks is by type. This is beneficial because we tend to have to switch gears as we move back and forth between different types of work. This switching gears, called context switching, will take up more time if it is necessary each time we start a new task. This concept is supported by a study that determined that we are more powerful dealing with a cohesive whole than we are with many different parts. Similarly, when we throw ourselves into one category instead of operating with a lot of different types of work, we are more productive. Categorizing tasks by type is very simple, and the categories you create are completely up to you. Don't worry if someone else would categorize a task differently. This is about how you think and work. As an example, one way to categorize work is to break it down into work involving communication, tasks that involve creating something, tasks where you work out the logistics of something, etc. Once you've grouped your tasks by type, tackling task groups at a particular time each day will get you in the habit of working on specific types of things at specific times. Another useful way to categorize tasks is by the amount of time it will take to get that task done. Depending on who you are, you may end up being more productive if you work on time-intensive tasks during the morning when you have more energy, and attend to shorter tasks later on. On the other hand, you might choose to work on shorter tasks in the morning so that you can accomplish a few things during your first hour and feel more productive. Either way, gauging whether you have it in you to tackle a very time-intensive task or whether you need the small win of being able to tick off boxes is a great insight that'll help you be more productive. When you categorize by time, you can decide what type of task you're up for and then easily see what you should tackle. Finally, categorizing your tasks by priority level is also very helpful. Doing so lets you make sure that you are not spending your time on unimportant things, but on things that actually make an impact on your goals. The most popular way of prioritizing is to use the Eisenhower methodology. Developed by Dwight D. Eisenhower, this method uses a 4-box matrix to categorize tasks based on how critical they are and how urgent. In the prioritization matrix, quadrant 1 is for tasks that are of great importance and need to be done now. These are usually the fires that we have to put out ASAP. In quadrant 2 are the tasks that are as important as fires, but have some time before they actually become fires. Ideally, we would never have to tackle fires, but would always be working ahead of schedule on the most important tasks. That is, we would always work in quadrant 2. Quadrant 3 is for tasks that are actually not important but do have an immediate deadline. You should try to minimize these tasks and rethink if they are really necessary. Ideally, you would be able to delegate these tasks to someone else. Finally, quadrant 4 is for tasks that are neither critical nor immediate. These are tasks that you should make sure that you do not give any attention to, no matter how much they keep popping into your head and making you anxious. Now, in Priority Matrix, you can automatically categorize your tasks by type, time, and priority as needed. First of all, because Priority Matrix is built on the Eisenhower method, every project has 4 quadrants. This way, prioritizing tasks is a cinch. In addition, item tags help you categorize tasks by other categories, like time and work type. Then, you can filter your tasks by these categories easily. So, if you want to focus on a certain type of task that takes a certain amount of time, simply apply the filter and look at quadrant 1 to know what to do first. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful.